Ladies and gentlemen, let us now welcome UGYEN Academy FC and TSIRANG FC.
Ladies and gentlemen, good Songpo and welcome from the UGYEN Academy artificial turf, where football today feels bigger than just points on the table. Because this is not merely a league fixture, this is youth against experience. UGYEN Academy facing off in their home turf against TSIRANG FC, a team built on promise against a team built to deliver immediately. Welcome to matchday action in the BoB Bhutan Premier League. UGYEN Academy, a squad filled almost entirely with schoolboys, young players balancing studies with football, carrying ambition in their boots and belief in their hearts. One of only 3 sides in the entire league committed fully to local talent, alongside BFF Academy, who are up in second place against and TSIRANG FC. As for TSIRANG, it is a squad overflowing with foreign experience and proven names from across Bhutanese football, players who know this league, players who have survived battles in it before. But right now, Stefan Stalin, their leading goal scorer, only among the substitutes, perhaps protected because of injury concerns, as we await the national anthem to kick things off.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to stand, please rise up for the national anthem.
again, ladies and gentlemen, good downpour, and welcome back to yet another match day amidst the glorious cheers from the support shown by the home advantage of UGYEN Academy FC, who are playing right now in blue. Here are their starting lineup. Tochon Nyima, as always, 33 in goal. Kanuanshu, centre-back. Jigdril Doji, 15. Ishit Tendub, 12. Pelding is at 13. Shimidoji, 47. Nong Tenzin, 6. Ugen Chile, 8. Nong Sunam, 11. Pravin around 7. And Santa Kumar, as always, up front. Again, a young squad, but chock full of courage, none so ever personified by 33 Lochon Nyima. Despite his youth already, so much responsibilities on his shoulders, a lot of trust in the Burmese community, a lot of love for him. Santa, beloved up front, has not been able to get himself scoring. One goal, but both coming off of losses. As here is the starting 11 for TSIRANG. Antonio da Silva, 41 on goal, solid as always. John Payne Sasha, their captain for today. Afiz Olawale Oladipo up front. Number 9, Singawanchu 10. Rinchin Namgya, new start. 11, Pematochi 13. Okuteli Michael, 14, had 1 goal against BFF Academy. It was a true 4 loss. 1 courtesy of Okuteli Michael. 15, Ugen Wangdi. 23, Tampi Ernest. 24, Kinzang Tsiring. And 47, Bijay Samal. 3 new starts, 3 foreign players. TSIRANG, typically a team that uses every foreign slot available to them, is one of the few teams that plays the minimal number of Burmese players. But this time, Stefan Stalin, their leading goal scorer, 1 goal against TUFC, 1 goal against BFF, is on the bench. Adash Vijay and Foda Fofana, who they absorbed from Transport United, is on the bench as well. Also, the referees for today, Chokyom, we haven't seen her in a long while. Glad to see the legend back. Tsiring Choren, AR1. Tanin Tsiring, AR2. Fourth official, Ugen Penjo. The head coaches, Kinle Doji, at the helm of UGYEN Academy, and Pema for TSIRANG FC. Again, a reminder as to what is at stake here at UGYEN Academy. A draw will help neither side, but victory changes the entire landscape. Right now, UGYEN Academy is at bottom place, tied alongside TSIRANG FC, both 0 points to their name. But 3 points would suddenly drag either team into a crowded cluster all the way up to 6th place, alongside RTC, Timpu FC, the Thunderbolts, and Tensung FC. So there is far more riding on this than the league table may initially suggest. And then there is the atmosphere, the entire institution here behind UGYEN Academy. Students, teachers, friends, and the community turning this small artificial turf ground into something alive. The noise already rising, the young players feeding off every cheer. This is what football can look like at its most honest. One side fighting with experience, one side fighting with belief. And somewhere between them, 19 minutes that could define the early direction of their season, as there is the whistle and there is the kickoff from UGYEN Academy. Right now, UA in blue, TSIRANG FC in white. That right back position typically bolstered by Adash Vijay. This time, no substance there. Fresh faces all around for TSIRANG FC. As UGYEN Academy gets the bonus of a corner kick quite early on. That backline typically solidified quite beautifully. Tampi Ernest right in the midst has been the physical presence that has kept at bay so many difficult teams. Transport United, their first matchup, only one with a brilliant comeback victory courtesy of Abayomi Fakunle and Tandinamgi, whose celebrations, shirtless celebrations, I'm sure you all saw. But right now, UGYEN Academy, realizing the lack of their advantage, will play it short. Better angle shot. And not quite a challenge there from Antonio da Silva. The Indian has been phenomenal again. No shortage of talent in terms of goalkeeping across the league, and both teams right now, no excuse as well. UGYEN Academy with Lochon Nyima. And TSIRANG with Antonio da Silva. Brilliant goalkeepers by any right. As yet again, Praveen, not quite the connection. So far for the run for UGYEN Academy, their offense has been lacking. Santa and Praveen, trusted with forward responsibilities, have not been able to find their rhythm. Santa has managed to get a goal for himself across their 2 matches, but it was tremendous effort, but simply a bit too late. TSIRANG initiative on the throw-in, but not quite, as UGYEN Academy, again, they have a solid centre-back for their side as well. Kanduwachu, definitely a giant presence in the back line, 4 for them. As UGYEN Academy look to take initiative up front, but their captain, John Payne Sasha, played for, right now, Drukpa FC on top, while they had their stint back as Namda FC. John Payne Sasha, a player for their side. Again, early opportunity, even yesterday in that loss for the Thunderbolts against Transport United. Thimphu FC with Somjugdral and St. Gelson up front got past everyone, had an opportunity early on to take the lead and grab the momentum, but hit the woodworks, and horrible run it was from them. They played brilliant football, but their final shot simply did not connect. UGYEN Academy will not want to look for the same as Praveen breaches through that right. Cross delivered inside, no contact from UGYEN Academy. Still alive, the second one. Sent right back again. UGYEN Academy, so far, brilliant initiative. Antonio da Silva will not let it through. Again, a lot of attempts towards the post for TSIRANG FC. Antonio da Silva time and time again has come to their rescue. It was John Payne Sasha who had one clearance of his own that time. The pandemonium, a lot of contributions in sending it right back towards UGYEN Academy. But the home crowd advantage, a feeling UGYEN Academy has missed for a long while. As TSIRANG with less loose, close call there. Hochunyuma had that read, but might have been a step too short had it been on target. Again, still inside the first 5 minutes, but both teams getting a lot of tests in towards their opposition's goalkeeper. On screen, Afiz Olawale Oladipo, a brilliant forward in the Bhutan BoB Bhutan Premier League. Had a stint with Thimphu City a couple of years back. 12 goals to his name throughout the entire season. After that, joined Transport United for a year, had 9 goal contributions alongside Abba Yomi, Fona Fofana and Alex Willen, 3 of them which are now here in TSIRANG. And so far, Olawale Oladipo has not found the back of the net in any of their matches throughout. It has only been 2 matches, but still, a drought nonetheless for the veteran striker. As Bijay Samal, a new start, sets it up for Singhe. Again, Singhe wants your heart to miss with that bright hair of his in that opening match for TSIRANG versus... in their opening match. Had a lot of shots, but his effort came in terms of ball-winning presses and build-up plays. Otherwise, as a number 10, could not really get any opportunities for himself. A lot of passes came his way, but simply lacked the awareness at that point, being their first game, to get any good looks off of the ball being sent his way. But this time, UGYEN Academy looking promising. Options, left-footed. Delivery might have been a bit far to back Praveen right there, but no chance as TSIRANG sends it right out and back. Again, UGYEN Academy, a lot of respect on their slogan to be your best and on their squad as well. Is one of 3 teams to field completely local players alongside BFF Academy. And Tensung this season, the start not going according to plan, but have to respect the ability and grit on these youngsters. Praveen, especially alongside Santa, has been playing on a caliber of players who've been called Sri Lang. Despite their postings up front, their hustle in the back line has made it really, really difficult for oppositions to get proper attempts in. Let alone attempts, even build-ups are proving to be a fight against a choking python. As TSIRANG sets it up for Singhe. In the D area, will let it out. Not quite the angle to get it towards Slochanyima. As TSIRANG forces it. Challenge from behind. Singhe watch left foot clipped it, but will not have the power to get past 33 again. His signature ninja headband, Slochanyima. An intimidating sight on goal alongside BFF's goalkeeper. Bhutan's goalkeeping talent is looking promising. Again, alongside Tikendra, alongside Sachin Jha, who I lost my voice for. It has been these goalkeepers that has been carrying the team on their back. There again, the defense from UGYEN Academy, brilliant. Not many options left. A prayer of a Hail Mary. Sent right down, but again, it is Slochanyima. You will need to do a bit more than that. TSIRANG. Close call there from Praveen. Singhe missed passes, but TSIRANG fortunate enough to recovery. Man down for UGYEN Academy. But that final pass through to Olawale Oladipo, no connection. Kinzang Tsering. Otherwise, would have seen Adash Vijay holding down the flanks for TSIRANG. Also, Stefan Stalin in midfield. Alongside for the Fafana. This time, not quite the condition to get back into this match. But just a quick rundown for our viewers who are not aware of the standings right now. It is Trukpa FC who have rebranded themselves from Namla FC since the qualifiers. 7 points at the top. BFF Academy and Transport United 6 points, but BFF Academy a perfect streak right now. 2 wins and not properly tested yet, but hard earned they are, and rightfully so at second place. Thimphu City fourth at 5 points. Paro FC started their season terribly with a loss, a draw, and finally climbed their way back up to a 4-0 win against RTC in RTC's home ground, putting them up fifth at 4 points. Again, a three-way tie. RTC, Thimphu FC, and Tensung. And 9th and 10th are facing off today. TSIRANG and UGYEN Academy. A lot of pressure for the youngsters to shine in their home crowd. Opportunities like this is hard to come by. Away games we can understand. There is the factor of fatigue. But then your own home ground, it will be a fight you will have to defend. Last season, we saw a ridiculous jump in terms of performance with teams performing at home and teams performing away. There was that challenge. Strong, in fact, there by Pemadochi on that pass from John Payne Sasha. Longsonom is being walked out. Hopefully he is okay. So far throughout this league, we have seen no shortage in terms of injuries. Again, most notably for the Thunderbolts, it was John Oweri, possibly the only guy with possibly the most remarkable resume of any player. Might have seen the poster of him playing alongside Messi in the Youth World Cup. But yeah, he has the most remarkable CV. But since that first game, have not seen him play at all. even for RTC in the must-win game here versus Timber FC and the Thunderbolts in that miraculous knuckleball free kick by Tencho. It was a last-minute decision to bring Pimazangpo back into the match. Was dealing with injuries from a training game, but had to risk it all given the situation they were facing. 1 goal already in the first half. But hopefully prayers up for all the 22 Warriors down on the field today. As UGYEN Academy, early initiative this time, the most promising build-up we've seen in a long, long while from these youngsters. Praveen making that run out, but that pass not quite the connection. Chimidoji, that pass to Singamanchu left all open. Vijay Samal. Vijay Samal will leave it for Kinzan Tsirang. There again in the crowd. A lot of students. One can only imagine what is being thrown out at the players. We've already seen a plethora of yellow cards, plenty of red cards. Hopefully we do not see one this time around. Again, the recipient of that red card, Jonathan Zorella, and the triple yellow, both from Sadiq Suli, both from Timber City, will make it a bit harder on their next run. It is a big match coming up for the city. But so far, under Coach Zapata, it has been a solid outing, looking refreshed, playing the football of their lives. But other than that first match, could not really find the final touches to get themselves a goal. John Payne Sasha. Off to Kinzan Tsirang. Olawale. UGYEN Academy breaches through on that left flank option. Santa will send in middle, but intercepted by TSIRANG and immediately cleared away. UGYEN Academy again ever so slowly coming back in form. Praveen out on that right flank, a bit too much space for the 7 who loves it powerfully inside. A touch too much power, but recovery fantastic by UGYEN Academy. Left-footed. Right beyond the line. Off of that deflection, it will be a corner for UGYEN Academy. Again, Antonio Dylan da Silva possibly will be put to the test by the youth side. Kanuanchu, UGYEN Academy, solid giant at the back, will participate in the effort. UGYEN Academy looking to go long. Can they find a target, or even more so, can they find a connection? Chimidoji curls it in. Da Silva punches it right away. Singhe one-on-one against Chigdrill. It is Chigdrill up on top. Possible miscommunication there, and TSIRANG it is. UGYEN Academy. Brilliant job clearing it away. A little bit of panic there in the youngsters, but this time brilliant. Santa wins it right back. Challenge late, but Santa will recover from that stumble. Left flank open, but that pass again. Santa, his difficulties seem to be back yet again. Right now is UGYEN Academy's top scorer. But in terms of consistency, it has been a missing ingredient in Santa's game. across their 2 matches. Vijay Samal plays it up. Okutili Michael knocked down, possible late challenge there. Referee Choki having a couple of words. Will go out for the evaluation, but does seem to be okay. Again, Michael, not the best of games. Again, is a really big man, but you will come to see as the match builds up that he does not really play. Like, he has about 50 more kilos of muscle on his body than anyone else. Maybe even 2 of his opposition combined. But did earn himself a goal in that matchup against BFF. As TSIRANG plays it back. No contact there on any jersey. And back to a goal kick it will be for Hochonyima. Right now, approaching the 20-minute mark, still at a deadlock between both teams. A stalemate. No breakthrough. UGYEN Academy looking promising in midfield. Getting a lot of breaches past TSIRANG's wall. But the final handoffs are the problem right now. Yet again, miscommunication as John Payne. Sasha sends it right back and out. Chikdral against Vijay Samal. And Samal looked like he went for a bit more than the ball. Looked like he had his arms wrapped around Chikdral Doji's boot there. A closer look. There again, Samal from behind. Again, Vijay Samal, that left foot swing a bit too wild. Did not go for that ball. Went for the midsection of Chikdral Doji. And Hochonyima will be the one to send it out long. Again, a proud statement this time around I can make. Hochonyima, miss passes. Olawale Oladipo hands it off to that right, but the finish not there. And Hochonyima saved from his mistake, but he commits one yet again. 33 with a bit too much going on in his mind. As TSIRANG FC earned themselves yet another corner. This time no mistakes, no risks taken by UGYEN Academy. And a throw in from much closer it will be. Kinza TSIRANG. Chikdral misclears. Michael. Left-footed lob and back off the net it is. Again, right now, for the top scorers of the league right now, there is Doji Karamajam's Tashi, 3 goals each, joined recently by Taiga Kitajima from Paro FC. Then number 9. Right alongside them, a lot of personnel at the 2-goal mark. As there again, Michael. Again, he made his debut in that match against BFF Academy. And again, no mercy for the youngsters from his side. Does love to get a couple of complaints against the referee, but will be a reliable option going forward. Nonetheless, Olawale Oladipo is yet to be found. As UGYEN Academy lobs it high. Antonio de Silva right there. Brilliant read on that trajectory. Brilliant win back there. UGYEN Academy, and again the handoff, the issue right now with their game. Hard to give their forwards the momentum that they need if you can't get consistent touches. across to them. Also, our sincerest apologies for the sound right now. Our setup was affected last minute. It was working earlier. But if we work to fix it, then we will have to stop the broadcast. So we will get to fixing it sometime during the halftime break. So until then, please do give us a kind understanding. Praveen. There again, the energy on number 7 and 10 up front. When their goals, when their shots do not fall for the Blues. They are making it a personal mission to get back and help out with the defensive efforts. They refuse to stay useless on the ground. As TSIRANG find an opening at the edge of the box, left-footed swerves off and left. Brilliant there from TSIRANG, does manage to give himself the space to let one off. And let one off he does, but simply a bit too off to the left. But close call nonetheless. Solid effort. Jigdrill had that angle closed down. Hochonyuma right behind. UGYEN Academy almost got a shot off, but TSIRANG contest perfectly timed. Will be out on the side. Vijay Samal one-on-one against Hishitopal, but sends it right back. TSIRANG. Olawale Oladipo, brilliant touch there, solid check, but Jigdrill will come out on top, clean there. Chaos in the middle, TSIRANG almost had it, but sent it right back towards UGYEN Academy. Midfield, miscommunication from UGYEN Academy. Hishitopal. Couldn't quite keep it alive. The story of this match, again, so far, a tense back and forth early on. UGYEN Academy did get a couple of shots in towards Antonio Da Silva at the other end for TSIRANG. But right now, they are finding it really difficult to produce that connection between midfield and their personnel up front. Michael touches right back. A bit too much power for their liking, and the ball will roll out front. As UGYEN Academy, initiative for the counter. Challenge perfectly timed. Again, TSIRANG. One of the few regional teams we have left standing, Samtsi and Southern City. Personally, I am from Samtsi, so it was nice to have them. I do have one of their jerseys I bought to support my hometown. But since then, it has been mostly centered towards the west. A lot of teams sharing the home ground at Changlemitang. Waro in the west, Tensung in Windy City, UGYEN Academy in their institution, and TSIRANG, the farthest one out this time. John Payne Sasha, TSIRANG on that left, but the pass whipped a bit too far out. TSIRANG had that foot outstretched, but even that could not keep it alive for TSIRANG. UGYEN Academy. Throw in, played in the back. Jigdrill looking to orchestrate the movement for UGYEN Academy this time around. Their positioning has been off by meters, and that is causing the confusion amidst them as a broke kick and a yellow for Pelton Yezer. There again, had John Payne Sasha coming, and a broke kick right to that man's wrist. There again, does look like he clipped John Payne's chest a little bit there as well. Again, right now, the teams facing off are 9th and 10th in the BoB Bhutan Premier League 2026 season. Only 2 matches played, but no draw, no win. Both losses and both at 0 points. So a lot to play for UGYEN Academy, and TSIRANG, if they can get the 3 points, will put themselves in a 4-way tie from 6th all the way to 9th, with RTC, Thimphu FC led by Tsenchu Kelson, and Tensung FC, who managed that 3 points with a brilliant overhead kick over the Windy Sinti against the Grizzlies, Transport United. But they did start their campaign off with a loss, so it did set them back quite a bit. Again, one of the better things we are seeing this season is it is a much tighter match. 3 points. If any team earns those 3 points here today, they will be within only 4 points of the team in first place, which is Drukpa FC, who only has 7. Last year, this time around, by the end of match week 3, it was Poro FC dominating 3 wins, right up 9 points to their name already. But this time, a lot of competition here and there, especially after a bunch of upsets, a bunch of unexpected victories, a bunch of unexpected draws as well, keeping it a level competition. On the other hand, in the Women's National League, it is more of a blowout. RTC is up 8-0, 8-0, 7-0. RTC Women's FC, their first 3 matches. So yeah, sheer dominance in the women's side, but they have resorted to a tier system. Right now, they are playing tier 3, which means top 6 teams promoted up to tier 1. And the next 4 promoted to tier 2. That way, teams in tier 1 will not play teams with ability and personnel belonging to tier 2. Should mostly keep it a competitive format, but right now it is tier 3 we are sorting out. So yeah, while we are having a quiet stretch, do subscribe to Bhutan Football Federation on our YouTube channel. Do go give us a follow on Facebook, along with the page for the BoB Bhutan Premier League, along with the BoB Women's National League page as well for more information, announcements, and news. Right now, our Dragon Girls, the Women's League, is on a hiatus right now as the Dragon Ladies have headed down for the SAF tournament. Details are available on our page. I won't share too much, so do go give the Women's Football in Bhutan and the BoB Women's National League pages a follow as well. But right now, a quiet stretch yet again. So Chanyima not taking the risk. Olawale Oladipo right out there. Jigtrell, not many options as that press from TSIRANG came up front. Kinzang has been phenomenal down on that left flank, not feeling the missing presence of Foda Fofana and Adash Vijay. And even Stefan Solin, who helps out at times on that wing. Santa will let that ball roll. And what a read there from Antonio da Silva up front, sweeps it up. And an initiative lost it will be for UGYEN Academy as they get yet another bonus in the form of a throw-in. Isha Sopel rolls it right up at the goal line. Possible challenge there, but this time it will be throw-in for Kinzang TSIRANG yet again. Also, TSIRANG has not played a home match yet. If you guys have been following them and the scene in Bhutan football, we do know that there is one more legend returning to the beautiful game that we know he can play to the level best here in Bhutan. Tenda Doji, Transport United legend, is playing for TSIRANG this time around. But again, given the scene here in Bhutan, yellow card, Olawale. was a bit harsh. And the referee right there, clean vision. There again, stationary Ugentinle. And Oladipo simply decided to throw the entirety of his body up against Ugentinle. Well, if there is any sort of consolation from this, it is that Ugentinle had Oladipo and not Okudili Michael falling down on him. Well, it does earn Shimitochi an opportunity, sends it right up. Antonio Da Silva punches it up, but possession still alive for UGYEN Academy. Flicks it right in the midst of the chaos, and TSIRANG will escape. Singiwachu. Oladipo gets past his man. But the whistle in the way. Again, Oladipo already has a yellow card to his name. We'll have to be careful going forward. Right now, we are yet to see any sort of penalty for yellow cards, but Timber City's upcoming match will have them face the first burdens of multiple yellow cards and even a red. Two crucial signings. Their target man up front, 14, Sadiq Suli, and 80, their orchestrator, Jonathan Zorilla. Sadiq Suli, triple yellow. And then Jonathan Zorilla had a yellow card after the match ended with a little bit of a back and forth with the bench of UGYEN FC. And courtesy of those calls, will not see the two play as UGYEN Academy right up front. Could have been a better effort there. Not many chances falling their way for UGYEN Academy, and when they finally do, it is a pass up to Antonio Da Silva. Rinchen Namge went down on that challenge by Ugentinle. As UGYEN Academy lose yet another initiative. What a pass there by Antonio Da Silva. Also, with regards to the ticketing system, it is up to the team that is playing the home match. So even if it is here in Changnam, some teams, which are the home side, will elect to sell tickets. Some teams will elect to sell tickets only at the start and not require people to sell it after the half. Some do not sell it, as you saw with a couple of teams. I believe it was UGYEN FC who allowed free entry for people with monastic backgrounds and taxi drivers. Free entry here in Changnam. Also, Timber City, one of the initiatives was that their ticket was a season-long lottery. So yeah, if you grab a ticket from one of their vendors here in Changlimitang while they have a home match, you can get yourself an electric scooter, a TV, and a lot of other rewards at the end of the season. So yeah, it is one of the few avenues where a club can make money. One is through jersey sales, but that I do not believe has been really successful here in Bhutan. But for a club to run, they need a lot of money. And it may not help a lot through tickets, but they do contribute a little bit, and as such, ticket sales really do matter in the end. So yeah, do show your love, buy some tickets, and then support the teams that you want to succeed and shine here in the BoB Bhutan Premier League. As UGYEN Academy, looking promising, cuts in, shot taken, not powerful. Pravin with a brilliant run in, but that is again what happens when you do not get the touches you want to get yourself properly acclimated to the match at hand. Tampi Ernest did have An intimidating presence on that angle narrowed it as much as he possibly could have. But there again, Praveen and Santa haven't gotten much shots off lately, and that will make it hard for them to find any sort of form. As Singh, yet again, Kandruwanchu solid in the backline for UGYEN Academy. As Tsirang earned themselves yet another set piece. Also, yeah, it doesn't really cost much, I do believe. Some teams sell it 100, some teams make it a bit more if it is a big match. But yeah, to show your love. That way they can keep their staff, their players, and the kids who are helping them around paid as well. Not really sure, but one of the outlets where I saw the ticket prices being used was payment for the ball boys, the kids who are helping out as well, as Tsirang delivers a deft ball at the edge. That pass back from Michael towards Singyawanchu. Not quite perfect, and that will be enough for UGYEN Academy to send it right back. Antonio down. Yellow card for Chimidoji. This is his second. Well, not for this match. He had his first against BFF. There again, a bit late, clipped the ankles of Antonio. For an athlete, that is the most critical place where you are really, really prone to injury. And as such, the youngsters, being the sportsmen they are, should not really threaten another's health. Michael. That pass back from Rishnamge sets off that run on that left foot deftly plays at the D area, but header intercepted by Jake Drill and kept alive by Tsirang. Contest there. So sure, Michael closing in, but doesn't waste any time, sends it right back up Tampi Ernest and back to Antonio da Silva. Antonio da Silva plays it low and driven. Again, Singyawanchu not quite there on the heading, but Kinzang gets the recovery. There again, the energy I am talking about, Pravin supposed to play up front, but is dropping back to help cover for his teammates. It has been a series of drops for Pravin. Otherwise, in the qualifiers, he was shining. But this time for UGYEN Academy, not quite the story they want to tell. Good morning. A new face for TSIRANG FC at the throw-in. Will play it back to Tampi Ernest. Left-footed. First contact and Roto is beat! Vijay Samal! That cross delivered with perfection. One of his first chances and clinical. It is from 47 and TSIRANG FC makes it one against UGYEN Academy in their backyard. What a finish there. Sochonyima fully extended in the air, but a bit too much lift on that finish for even 33 to get a finger in. There was that cross. Perfection from Tampi Ernest. And a goal it is right before we enter half time. Not many reasons for the fans of UGYEN Academy to celebrate as that ball is heated up and away. Again, Puchanuma at least got a reaction in, but what a header there. Set himself in stone in the air. As yet again, the aerial weakness of UGYEN Academy showing. They are a young squad this time. Across delivered yet again, but their centre-backs managed to get a head in. Chigdrill taking it up himself is against Richard Namge. Pravin flicks it on front, gets past Kinzang, left all alone. Antonio extended, the rebound will be in. A response inside a minute and the youngsters make it level. Glory, glory from the stands. As the schoolboys make it one within minutes of the opener from TSIRANG Pravin. Brilliant burst of pace past Kinzang and Santa. The poacher right there, no defender in sight. Ernest couldn't get a challenge in. And Santa joins the ranks of the top scorers here in the BoB Bhutan Premier League. 3 goals in 3 matches. Can't really complain about his production now. What a turn of events. A silent 40 minutes. And my oh my, what drama. In the 5 minutes left to close it up. There again, the home crowd of UGYEN Academy, a real factor. Michael gets that touch in, pokes it up, but again, what I was saying earlier, does not play like he has 50 more kilograms of muscle compared to his opposition. As John Payne Stasha will help orchestrate, but this time the pass short. Robin, break past Kinzang yet again, at that cross, intercepted, will get the second one in. Santa, that back heel flick. Chimmy, Jigdrill involved up front. Singh faked out. Jigdrill will go for it himself. There's not much time remain. A bit more than a minute left. Again, TSIRANG, a lot of distractions whenever they get near the bench of UGYEN Academy. Earlier in the match week, Thimphu versus Drukpa had a lot of tension escalating in that bench from Drukpa. A red card thrown towards Sharab for Drukpa FC as well. And Jonathan from Thimphu City earned his red card off of that as well, as a brilliant lob headed off by Kandu. Broke right out. Santa, left foot. Again, a little bit too short. Not much time remained, less than a minute. Olawale Oladipo 9 up front, absorbed from Transport United, 9 goals to his name. 12 in the season past when he played for Timber City. Right now, a lot of questions as to whether he is past his prime or not. But has not had the production really as Chigtrell. The captain boosting the morale of his own players. Brilliant defensive effort there by Topel. Indeed, kept that ball away from any sort of danger towards Lochanyima. And there it is. A solid first half, 40 minutes of silence. But that last 5 minutes, the story of the game. And there it is, 10 Santa. Not really the start he wanted. But again, you look at the stat sheet and then he's everywhere. A goal against BFF, a goal against Drukwa FC, and a goal right now against TSIRANG FC. 3 goals across 3 games. From the other side, it has been Bijay Sammal off of a brilliant cross by 23, Tampi Ernest. And a goal off a brilliant header, making it 1-1 as we head into the halftime break. A lot more left to be delivered on the table. UGYEN Academy, their home crowd, a real advantage. TSIRANG will have to do their best to not let these kids get under their skin. But until then, this was your commentator, Oguntesh Tochi. See you guys after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Kuzongpo and welcome back. We are back underway here at the UGYEN Academy turf. And after 40 long minutes of tension, patience and frustration, this match suddenly exploded into life before the break. For so long, neither side could truly find rhythm. Half chances, loose touches, nervous football shaped as much by pressure as quality. But then came the breakthrough from TSIRANG. Bijay Samal, magnificent high header beyond the reach of a young Lochonyima. A finish full of authority, a reminder of the experience and physical presence TSIRANG FC carried throughout this squad. Singhe. Ambitious there. But again, has been the story all around. Football rarely allows you to dream quietly. And these UA boys, a brilliant surge down the right from Praveen. Whip first, the first effort denied by TSIRANG. And waiting exactly where every striker hoped to be Santa, who delivered the response. No hesitation, no challenge from their number 10 as the crowd erupted. And that is where we are at right now. 1-0, resuming the second half between UGYEN Academy FC and TSIRANG FC. Right now, both teams 9th and 10th. TSIRANG at 9th. UGYEN Academy at 10th, 0 points each. As Antonio de Silva, solid hands this time yet again. Also, as a reminder to our viewers, despite being at 0 points, if they can get their 3, this is still their third match. So if they can get 3 points today, it will be a 4-way tie from 6th to 9th. RTC at 6th, Thimphu FC at 7th, Tensung at 8th, 3 points each. So one of them will be joining them for yet another battle, and from that it will only be a margin of 4 points to first place. Indeed, one of the best seasons we've had in a long time. As TSIRANG, again hard to beat Kanuanchu and Jigdrel in the back. TSIRANG will play it low, easy interception there for the Academy boys. And breached that right pace, yet again looking dangerous for UGYEN Academy. Their first goal coming by way of an opportunity down on that right side as well. Does seem like a substitution has been made for UGYEN Academy. Number 9, Somlore on the ground. As TSIRANG look to fire it up from distance, will not be enough to get it anywhere near Lochonyima. Early breeze from UGYEN Academy down on that right side. But TSIRANG launches it right up and far out. Lochonyima to restart. Again, despite the scoreline still being 1-1 each, it was a silent first 40 minutes. Hopefully we do not have to sit through yet another silent half an hour. Clean challenge, Singyewanchu pokes it out front. Michael keeps it alive on that left wing, but UGYEN Academy right back out. Tampi Ernest. The man with partial credits to TSIRANG's opener whipped it in beautifully from that right flank over to Bijay Samal, who didn't have much to do except jump, get a head in. UGYEN Academy looking for options down on that right flank. Touch there. Santa will not be enough. Somlore there, number 9 on that left flank. But again, the story of their campaign throughout. The hustle from 10 and 7. Hard to beat as Santa wins possession back for UGYEN Academy FC. Singh steals it right back. Almost miscommunication there for TSIRANG. But amidst 3, let loose. Singh, all the space he wants in midfield, released it a bit too early. Could not meet the winger in stride. And TSIRANG will be forced to restart. Missed pass there from John Payne Sasha. Again, jig drill alongside Kanju have been solid for UGYEN Academy this time around, although not being able to score as much as they may want to. It has proven a true test of ability for their oppositions as well. Antonio da Silva, a plethora of brilliant saves in this match alone. Mountains it up there, gets it right back. Might have been a bit too late on that pass. Singwanchu. There again, Okatili Michael. Again, a sub seems to have been made for TSIRANG as well. Do believe that is number 21, Alex Willen, on the ground right now. There, the goal scorer for TSIRANG FC, the opener in the 40th minute. Again, not really the target you would expect out to deliver a corner like the one he did. Bijay Samal, fantastic job this time. The delivery a bit too hard. And UGYEN Academy it will be on that right flank. Keeps it alive. Options to work with. Ije Sobel plays it short. UGYEN Tinle. Not many options. Forces entry right to the centre backs for TSIRANG. Brilliant there by Tampi Ernest. Gets past the midfield of UGYEN Academy. Launches. Cross. But Locho Nima right there. Solid hands from 33. And back. No advantage for any team right now. Locho Nima strong there. Antonio has been perfect with his reads. Goalkeeper off his line. If Somlore wants to go for it with a shot. But UGYEN Modi right in the way. And the attack fizzles out yet again for UGYEN Academy. There again, another new sub, but a face we've been seeing all season. TSIRANG's top scorer, Stefan Stalin, 25. Had a goal against Transport, had a goal against BFF. And is an absolute engine in that midfield position for TSIRANG. Again, the foreign signings for TSIRANG have been struggling, but can't really say the same for the Indian signings. Adash Vijay alongside Stefan Stalin have been playing the ball of their lives. Somlore on that left, a strike two behind. Will let it roll. Santa lobs it up. Antonio right there. So is UGYEN Academy. Santa, goalkeeper off his line, cannot get a foot off. Held on to it for far too long. Pravin will get the opportunity to restart. Right flank delivery inside, headed away. John Payne, Sasha clears it off from Lore. Clipped from behind John Payne. The referee will not see that. And Alex Willen will send it out long to Lochonyima. Close goal there, Antonio. Brilliant job sweeping, but the risk that comes with sending your keeper up front is that the post is left empty. Santa. This time it is Pravin. One-on-one. Breach pass. Santa. Just a touch. Needed. No contact from Santa. And Long Sonam will make it too. Yet again, a brilliant run there from Pravin. Antonio committed a bit far too up front. Santa had that rebound, did not go in. And Nawang Sonam it was with that left. Again, smart there from Santa to not let himself anywhere near that shot. Was offside, would have been flagged offside, let it roll, and no chance there for TSIRANG. Pravin, look at that marvelous run. Santa had that first attempt, which was cleared off by Tampi Ernest. There again, and calm left foot. John Payne, Sasha almost got a toe on that ball. But glory and celebrations it will be right from the bench. The students and staff of UGYEN Academy as their hometown heroes make it 2 against TSIRANG FC's 1. Back to Antonio. Again, UGYEN Academy have not had many opportunities to celebrate. Have not held on to a lead once throughout the qualifiers. Apologies, throughout the season, the first 2 match weeks. And this time, finally reason to do so. It is also in front of their home crowd. Now the question moving forward will be, can they keep it or will TSIRANG come back from behind? Singawanchu. Stalin on that right, TSIRANG's top scorer, 25 from India. One-on-one delivery inside. Possible miscommunication there as Drell will make no mistake sending it out. And a corner for TSIRANG FC. There again, 15 alongside 4. Kanuanchu has been in solid form. But it will be put to the test yet again with Alex Willen in the lineup. It will be difficult to keep them under control as a bullet of a header goes way past and above the crossbar there. That delivery, perfect this time around, right in front of the post. And again, as I said it, Alex Willen the target. (21) alongside 77 for the Fofana and 9 Afiz Oladipo. 3 former Transport United players played alongside Abayomi and Ty Daniel. Were Transport's frequent starters. This time not re-signed, but unfortunate touch there from Stefan Stalin. Lochonyima, perfect form, does not let that ball roll right through. What a dramatic response it would have been. But Stefan Stalin will have to do a bit more. Again, TSIRANG is playing their away games up front. UGYEN Academy, crossbar. There again, Santa, surprise, surprise up front, Antonio. A lot of eyes on number 10 for UGYEN Academy. The first 2 matches, despite the goals, was not the best of performances. Did get one in. Strong off the crossbar yet again, this time for TSIRANG. Cuts right, shot without right, deflected off. TSIRANG coming ever so close. They're fresh two subs, making all the difference. Alex Bill and Stefan Solin, but the defense of UGYEN Academy unrelenting as ever. Santa steals it right back. That pass back from Tampia and is a bit too strong. Right flank. UGYEN Academy has been promising so far. The second half, a completely different story from the first 40 minutes of the game. It is one-on-one against Kinzan Siring. Hands it off. Better angle. And cleared away mercilessly. Again, for the fans of TSIRANG FC, we have not seen Tenda Doji yet. Apparently, the agreement is that Tenda will only play home games that are played down in TSIRANG. Does have other commitments that he has to adhere to. And as such, we haven't seen the legend return yet. But what a devastating strike it was for TSIRANG. Almost millimeters at that point with that much power off the crossbar. UA will play it short. Gets right past Singawachu, the final to contact it. Left foot. Ambitious, but will need a little bit more. UGYEN Academy, almost a fumble there with Kanduwachu. But pass, perfect, right flank, challenge from TSIRANG and a corner it will be for UGYEN Academy. Again, has been hard to celebrate the campaign for UGYEN Academy so far, but this time around, coming back in with a statement of an effort as to why they have been in this league for so long. Alongside BFF and Tensung, who are doing a brilliant job themselves, are the only other two teams to commit to a fully local lineup as UGYEN Academy. Corner. Easy lob there. Header. Kanuachu got his forehead in, but couldn't quite guide it towards Antonio and beyond. These youngsters balling the lives out. Somlore got a challenge in at the last minute, but that pass back from Kanuachu will not be enough. Right towards Alex Willen. Outside of his foot, at the edge of the box, and Lochonyumas it will be. Throw in. This time perfect. Can they keep a hold of it? UGYEN Academy posted up. Chimitochi, that double team finally knocks him down as he wills the crowd alive. The support in the stands for UGYEN Academy. Real faces painted. Kinzang. In the stands for UGYEN Academy, real faces painted. Chimi, back at it, long ball, back post. Kanuachu gets a touch in off of Champi Ernest and a corner. Yet again, Antonio a bit too late to that save. UGYEN Academy riding the waves of pure momentum. Chimidoji has been delivering it perfectly all around. Can they do it once more? Chimitoji, delivery. Antonio slaps a left foot volley there. From Nawang Sonam is heating up. had that goal back in the 55th minute. And this time left foot again, proper contact. Antonio fighting to slap that ball away. As TSIRANG lose yet again another initiative. Singawachu contesting that possession for Jigril Doji. And brilliantly manages to earn themselves a throw-in with Academy. A bit too hard. Throw-in. Right flank. Let it roll just a bit more than they would like. Pressure immediate there. Ugen Wandi. Head up, flicks it off right back to Stefan Solin. Pera keeps it under control. Singawachu this time finding a brilliant contact off to that left flank. Delivery from a better angle. Hochonyima solid hands yet again. Tampi Ernest. This time, TSIRANG playing patient. Almost an opportunity for UGYEN Academy to get that press up and make it profitable as well. Not as open as they hoped it would be. Songhore gets that steal right off. Brilliant sequence of passes. Final connection with Santa will go for it, and Antonio. Powerful there from Santa, but tried to what's the goalkeeper? It was. But make no mistake, despite the misses, Long Sonam and Santa are definitely heating up. Powerful there. Socho. Not much to do for him, couldn't do much as well in that goal for TSIRANG FC. Fully extended, but again, not much he could have done. As UGYEN Academy looked to break through the middle, that clearance. Poor contact, but rolls its right way, rolls right. Its way interrupted, uninterrupted towards that left. Delivery, right in the box, this time again. Stefan Solin keeps it alive. Back post, Hochonyima almost there. As both of them goes down. There again, Stalin, brilliant job delivering it right back in. Okutili, Michael. As Hochonyima and the big man collided dome first. Well, does not look like it was a foul intended from any side. But a couple of words there between Hochonyima and Okutili Michael. Hochonyima did get up a couple of times there, but again, still, Michael is the big man. He has about 30-40 more kilos of muscle. 114 will be brutal for 33 to find his senses back up. But there it is. 33 for UGYEN Academy is back up for the restart. Play short, that left flank. The first time in a while they are trying it out from that side. Stefan Sullivan is their matchup. Will be hard to get past 25. His engine among the elites in the BoB Bhutan Premier League. That right flank has been working wonders for UGYEN Academy. It will suit them better to go for that side instead. There again. Definitely going to be painful on that landing. But Vijay Samal is back up, is their lone scorer right now, back in the 40th minute. Couldn't find an answer for TSIRANG FC since. Stefan Solin, their top scorer, is back in. We are missing Adash VJN for the Favana from their original starting lineup. I do believe it was either injury concerns. That's back to Somlode. That left one against the captain will not be enough, and Stefan Solin reigniting TSIRANG's dying sparks right now. 10 minutes past the hour mark. TSIRANG again, unwarranted challenge there from behind. UGYEN Academy maybe looking at something dangerous right now. Chigdrill. There again. Tobel. A complete shove for Vijay Samal. Outside the box, as close as you could have gotten without getting a penalty to your name. But it is a reinvigorated side for TSIRANG FC. New substitutions all around. Alex William 21, Michael in the lineup as well. Can they make something out of it? Richard Namgyal. Is consistency a factor in keeping TSIRANG where they are right now? Lobbed in. Contact. Back post and out. So a score there, but not enough to bear fruit, and back to Hochonyama it will be. Again, a lot at stake here. Both teams fighting to stay out of last place. Right now tied 0 points each, 9th and 10th. 3 points here will get them up to at least a tie and within 4 points of first place. So despite the positions, it is the points you need to be careful of. Drupa FC first place 7th. Second is 6 points. Third is 5th. Fourth is 4 points. Fifth, Power FC is 4 points. And after that, you have a string of teams with 3 points to their name, of which both teams today will be looking to be a part of. That right flank almost opening up yet again. But back to Antonio da Silva. It is no clear attacking opportunities for both sides. Singonchu has really struggled, but finally keeps that possession alive. Left-footed interception. Again, the first time in a while Singonchu has gotten active up front. Otherwise, that pressure on him has been a factor in keeping his performance down. But this time, brilliant job. That left-footed cross could have been better. Stefan Solin making that run right behind in the blind spot for Hochonyama. Handuwanchu, brilliant job. As TSIRANG get the bonus of yet another corner. Delivery. First contact UGYEN Academy. Kept alive. Options. That line. Press from UGYEN. Tandru makes no mistake. Back to UGYEN Academy it is. Played long. UGYEN Academy. Advantage off of that header. Will go at it from distance. Antonio solid hands this time yet again. UGYEN Academy making a lot of strong shots, but could be better decisions in terms of their placement. 3 shots back to back have fallen straight towards the goalkeeper, which have made it really easy. As Singapour finds the breakthrough, can we find a finish? Not quite, but close. Really close. As that challenge perfectly timed makes it a job easier. So Nima. During the minutes of silence, Hera last goal in the 55th. Michael hands it off to Singh. Turns around, has the space. Stalin on the left, gives it right back, and powerful but above the crossbar it is. As close as you could have come without getting it on target. But even if it was Socho Nima with the reactions to get a hand in that spot. Academy. Plenty of pressure, but this time it is in favor of TSIRANG. Stefan Solin makes that run, not enough. As UGYEN Academy poach it right back. Costly pass delivered right through the middle. Tampi Ernest off to Alex Billen. Michael off to Singh. This time a fumble from TSIRANG. Topel hands it off to Pravin, who has been having an absolute feast down on that right flank against Kinzang Tsering. But this time that pass will take the edge out of Pravin's pace. And all UGYEN Academy can do right now is hope that something happens out of this corner. UGYEN. Again, the chance from UGYEN Academy. Nostalgia. For many of our viewers who might remember those chances from sports meets. This time, delivery right in the box. The header will send it up and away. There again, Pravin. Both goals courtesy of the ignition from 7 on that right wing, Pravin Rao. Even that first goal from Santa, courtesy of a cut-in from that right side. Even that second, a courtesy of Pravin cutting in from that right side. Well, forget the attempts in the past couple of minutes. It will be UGYEN Academy taking it yet again. UGYEN Chile, delivery. First contact, TSIRANG, and flicked right back by Alex Willen. Singhe will head it onto that right. Stefan Stalin. Michael, an option up front. Turns around, pokes it right up. Stalin looking dangerous. Nyima gets a foot in. TSIRANG's top scorer. Shut down time and time again. With the man in the post for UGYEN Academy. Nyima, the one to beat. 33, solid so far. Left foot, not enough power, and the easy roll in. It will be for Nyima. UGYEN Academy looking promising. That right flank opening up as always. Pravin keeps it alive. The hopes and dreams for UGYEN Academy denied as a clean foot comes in and snatches away possession for TSIRANG. Singhe able to turn around. The defenders retreating. Will hand it off to Stefan. Is onside. Will not want that matchup. Brilliant bit of skill there against Mount Izrabge. That double team finally comes. Chimmy helping up cover any gaps in his defense, and Stefan Stalin. Hard start for him. Was brought in as a substitution, did not start. Same for Alex Willen. As that shot had the space he wanted, but again flew right towards Nyima. Singhe helping out with that pressure yet again on that right flank. Pravin off to the races. Keeps it alive, but Antonio De Silva off on that recovery. Read that perfectly. Couldn't ask for a better read from their goalkeeper. As TSIRANG's dreams still alive. Less than 10 minutes remain. Can we see a comeback, or will UGYEN Academy get their first win on the board? Their first points, in fact, as that delivery inside from Stefan Stalin. Rejected. UGYEN Chile, brilliant job marking Michael. Opportunity Michael. Second game in the BoB Bhutan Premier League this season. Had a goal in his first. As TSIRANG tries yet again. Nyima, solid hands. No one close to getting contact in that ball. Pravin has the burst of speed, but the physicality, not the department he's confident in. Again, this is one of the best seasons, the tightest competition we have seen.
Jersey number 18, Sonowan was in, replaced by
TSIRANG and UGYEN Academy are fighting to stay out of last place right now. But it is only because their opposition is simply that much tougher. They have leveled up their defense, splendid. TSIRANG signings, brilliant as well. But the rest of the other teams are not giving an inch. As Stefan Stalin, shot pass for Nyima, and finally 33 is breached. Three goals across 3 matches. As Stalin makes it 2-2 here at UGYEN Academy's backyard. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a drama at hand. Pravin breaching that right flank again and again. Stefan Stalin responding in kind with a breach of his own. Nyima could have had a better posture there, but given the space in that shot. Not much he could have done. As UGYEN Academy, their first gap in their backline in a long while, and Stefan Stalin taking immediate advantage. Again, UGYEN Academy is a young team. Hopefully the frustration of this match does not boil over any more than it has to. 5 minutes left. There's the whistle for Kinzang Tsirang. Left-footed curl right in. Header for Tsirang. And will not be on target. That left flank. There's the new sub, Somonchu for UGYEN Academy, 18, came in a couple minutes ago. Tsirang, quick restart. UGYEN Academy crumbling in the backline this time. Was not the football they played in the entirety of the first 80 minutes. The youngsters, their dreams still alive. Again, a lot at stake here in the match day at BoB Bhutan Premier League. 3 points will put them within a 4-point margin of first place. Brilliant bit of skill there, still keeps it alive. UGYEN hands it off to the right, might have been a bit too much for Stefan Stalin. Look at the audience there in the crowd for UGYEN Academy. Again, that right flank. Pravin pokes it in, rolled right inside, still Pravin to work with. Plenty of blue jerseys. Onside, options at the edge. Can they get a release out? Antonio da Silva. A big man in the post for Tsirang, fully extended. A bit too selfish there from UGYEN Academy. A lot of options to work with. Just a little bit more trust and the story would have been completely different. But at least they get away with the corner. UGYEN Chile, left-footed, curled. Kanuachu right there. Again, Michael, a lot of muscle on the man, but there again, up front, Michael. Solid clearance here. Vijay Samal. And Tsirang will play with patience. Again, a draw will be a severe setback for both teams. Right now, both of them tied at 0. Taking home 1 point will only keep them afloat and not change the rankings at all. 3 points will be what they will have to hunt for as their Hishitopers. Solid on Vijay Samal. There again, a lot of hands in the way there. But Tsirang will play. Offense yet again. Alex lets it roll right in the post, and Tsirang with their third. Marvelous run there by Alex Willen and Stefan Stalin to cap it all off with his second. Now officially the top scorer of the BoB Bhutan Premier League. What a run there by 21 Stefan Stalin past Locho Nima. Again, Lochonyima did not use his arms. Went for a tackle. He's a goalkeeper. Could have been a different story altogether for UGYEN Academy. But Stefan Stalin crushing the hearts of the hometown heroes for UGYEN Academy. But game not over. Only at the 90-minute mark. We have additional time. That left flank opening up. So Mongchu, 4 more minutes have been added. So Mongchu. Well, now things are up there. Taking up throwing duties. And TSIRANG. There's a crushing long ball out. Singh cannot get a head in. Gets the second one at least. Alex Willen on the run, on that left flank. Not many options. UGYEN Academy will have to turn their heads around. It has been that blind spot. As a substitution being made, Michael Okutili being subbed out and being brought in is Tenzin Wanda. TSIRANG.
Substitution for Team TSIRANG, jersey number 14, Okuduli, replaced by jersey number 7, Tenzin Wanda.
Again, not much time remain. TSIRANG lays it short. They do not have to rush. That final challenge clips it off of Alex Willen, and Lochonyma's goal kick it will be. Well, doesn't seem like it is the case. A corner, it has been awarded. Stefan Stalin, the man of the hour for TSIRANG. Alex Willen flicks it off of Jake Drill. At this point, TSIRANG toying around with UGYEN Academy, for whom every ticking second places additional burden on their shoulder. The weight a real factor, but this time finally UGYEN Academy gets the possession. Again, if UA1, definitely Pravin, the key contributor for their goals, but right now it is a deficit for UGYEN Academy. Again, that left flank has not been working for them, but they are going at it again and again. There is the new sub, Tenzin Wanda, slowly edging his way up front, finally knocked down on that challenge. But Kanwachu will send it up clean. Singwachu could not get a foot in. UGYEN Chile. Singye read that decision to the T. Got a foot in, throw in. UGYEN Academy will have to settle for. Poked right off, and Shaolin soccer it is here at UGYEN Academy. Desperation evident in both sides, simply fighting to get a touch in, no matter whichever side advantage may be played. UGYEN Academy, brilliant delivery up front, cannot keep it alive. Potentially promising, but Somonchu, a step too late, hesitation in that final second. And Antonio Da Silva will force it long. Still time for one more possession from UGYEN Academy if they can blitz their way towards the goalpost. TSIRANG, on the other hand, playing really confidently. Fresh subs to work with as well. Energy supply, not a question. UGYEN Academy, sharp passes, but the final there, not enough. It is Singwachu on that right. And there is the whistle. 3 consecutive losses for UGYEN Academy. And 10th place all alone, the only team now with 0 points to their name. TSIRANG, on the other hand, celebrations will be up. Celebrations long overdue for the regional team. Finally 3 points to their name. But does not really change the standings. It is a 4-way tie. 4 teams with 3 points. 6th place RTC 3 points. Thimphu FC 3 points. Tensung FC 3 points, and now TSIRANG FC 3 points. Just notice that all 3 teams with their shortened abbreviations TFC are at the bottom. But make no mistake, this league is the tightest we've had in a long while. The run this time around, miraculous. Only 1 point away from being 5th, 2 points away from being 4th. Another win could bring them up to the top 2. Drukpa FC, the only one unreachable right now, 7 points. But it is a matter of singular points henceforth. As we end the story here at UGYEN Academy, a loss for the home team, 2-3. 3 points on the table finally for TSIRANG, who gets there first, and a solid win it was. UGYEN Academy could have almost gotten that win back, but the subs from the side of TSIRANG working their wonders. Stefan Stolden, currently the top scorer in the league, 4 goals to his name. And brilliant football here today. The first 40 minutes, a lot of questions, a lot of expectations to be met, but past that, drama after drama it was. But until then, it was a solid match nonetheless. TSIRANG, a lot of room for celebration. But until the next match, this was your commentator, Ugintoshi. Much love to all our viewers. Thank you for the interactions. Looking forward to seeing you all in the next one. Again, this was your commentator, Ugintoshi. See you guys in the next one.